Happy 2021. Hey, I'm Corinne Hoisington and welcome to adminchat. I can't wait to share with you what's new for the new year when it comes to Microsoft and Office. Right now we have Microsoft 365, but very soon in the second half of 2021, the next round of Office called Office 2022 will come out. I'll explain more in a moment. But let's kick it up here a little bit. Are you ready for a new year? I am. Hey, let's get ready to roll and move forward. I live in Lynchburg, Virginia. I'm a former admin who now, after taking a lot of technology classes, is a college professor who is teaching the next round of EAs and PAs and admins. So I also had the opportunity of writing the world's leading Office series called Shelley Cashman in the Cengage National Geographic. That's used in over 5,000 colleges and universities. But what I'm most proud of is my family. These are my 6 children, 4 sons, 2 daughters, and now 6 wee ones, grandchildren. Never a dull moment. So in this year of 2021, there are going to be a lot of changes. We've seen with COVID that our world and our offices are changing very quickly. And with that technology, we're seeing us pivot, making our workspace reworked. So how does work look like in this decade? Let's take a look to get started.
Morning, Jill.
Good morning, Amy. Where would you like to work today?
The office. What's the weather like today?
The temperature is 18 degrees with a 57% chance of rain. Are you ready to start your day?
Give me 10 minutes.
Okay. How would you like to get there?
I'll walk.
Do you want to ride?
No, I'm good.
Thank you. Careful, Amy. Obstacle ahead. Nearly there. Good time, Amy.
Good morning, Amy. Welcome to JLL. You have one message from William Douglas.
Okay, thanks.
Thank you. Your first meeting is at 10:30. Please proceed to the elevators. Have a good day.
And you.
Lisa is in today. Lunch?
Good for me.
Invite sent. Have you seen the latest report?
No.
Your coffee will be ready in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Thank you.
Tip sent. This building uses sensors to make your day more productive. Need a desk?
Do you see the new hoteling that's happening in a lot of corporations? Instead of having assigned seating, we're seeing more post-COVID that you'll be able to reserve the type of space that you'll need. Let's keep looking.
See you later.
Sure. How's the temperature?
It's fine.
Ready to start your meeting with Eloise Dupont?
I am indeed.
I'll let her know.
Bonjour Amy, ça va?
Bonjour, Eloise. Hold on.
Auto-translating.
Vous avez vérifié le document que je vous ai envoyé?
Yeah, all looks great. Thanks very much. Au revoir.
Bonne journée, au revoir, merci.
Are you happy to share your building usage data today? Have a great evening, Amy.
Plan for route home?
Stop navigation.
Navigation off.
Send a message to Tom. Are we still okay for the meeting tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock?
Message sent. Would you like to switch to personal mode?
Yes, please.
Personal mode. Work mode returns 7 a.m. tomorrow.
Confirm.
Have a nice evening, Amy. Enjoy the sunset.
Good night, Jill.
I know what you're thinking. We're not there yet, but we're really getting close. So I want to show you some of the technologies that are available in Office right now. And brought to you by Satya Nadella, of course. He says, if you don't jump on the new, you don't survive. And let's face it, 2021 is definitely going to be all about the new. So first, wouldn't it be cool if you could just take an audio file and get it transcribed immediately? Maybe you just recorded that big board meeting, and now, well, you have to write up the minutes afterwards. How can we do that differently in 2021? Let's take a look. We are here at office.com. I've opened my browser, and you could actually be on a PC, Mac, Chromebook. This will work wherever. So once I get to office.com, I can log in with my work credentials, or even if you have a free Microsoft account, this actually works. It must be done in the browser version of Microsoft Word, not the fully installed version of Microsoft Word. I'll show you why. I'm going to click Word over here under the left side, and when I do, I can create a new blank document in Microsoft Word online. Now, once I'm in the online version, there is a tool that's been around for a few months, but there's something brand new in 2021 as well. It's right here. Do you see this microphone? Now, there are two features that are behind this microphone. One is dictate and one is new. It's called transcribe. Now, dictate works both in the full version of Word and even PowerPoint and Outlook, but it also works on the online version as well. Let me show you dictate. I'm going to click in my document. I'll up the font a little bit and click on the microphone and dictate. And now, as I'm talking, look, Mom, no hands. It's picking up my voice and putting everything together. Now, something new about this dictate, right down here, there is now this gear, what we call dictation settings. And if I click it, I can now turn on dictation settings down here with this gear. That sets auto punctuation. That'll save me a little time. But let me share with you what's new here as well. I'm going to click back on this microphone at the top of Word Online, and this time select the second option. It's called transcribe. And when I open transcribe, you have two options. You could upload an audio file, maybe of a board meeting that you pre-recorded at another time, or even do start live recording during that save event. I've already recorded some audio, so let me upload that audio file. I'm going to click Upload Audio, go to the location of my saved audio file. It accepts MP3s and many other file types that are for audio. It takes a second to upload it, especially if it's a really long audio file. Now, in my case, it's just a few minutes. After it gets uploaded, Microsoft begins to transcribe that audio file for you automatically. Let's see what happens. A second or two after uploading this file, I actually have a full transcript typed out of what was said. And I can even edit that file if a word comes out not to be so clear. So let's listen in and see how good of a job it did. I'll hit play. Good afternoon. Welcome to adminchat. I'm Professor Corinne Hoisington. Pretty cool. And all of that text is right there. If I want to place that into my document, I can just click this plus sign and it adds it directly to my document. I love that it puts it in little 15-second segments so I can clearly look through what I have. And they thought of everything. If you click Add to Document underneath the transcription, you can decide if you just want to see the text with speakers' names, with timestamps, or with speakers and timestamps. Voila! It's the way to go. We're barely into 2021 and you've already picked up something new. But let's learn more. Let's stay in office.com and show you a PowerPoint feature that I think is golden. It's called PowerPoint Live, and it's free for everyone. I'm going to head back into my office.com and let's pick up there. Here we are back in office.com, but this time I'm selecting this PowerPoint slide deck to open in the online version, just like this. Now, next, I'm going to click Slideshow and select Present Live. What does this do? I want you to imagine that I have my audience all over the world. And instead of just being in a boring YouTube, how about if we could make things more interactive? So by using Present Live, we can place automatically, without installing any apps, my entire slide deck onto everyone's device. Well, let me show you. If I go under Present Live, I can pick only people in your organization or anyone. If you want to make sure it works with anyone beyond your organization, just select anyone. Now, next, I click Present Live, and this is not one of my slides. This shows up to help our audience connect to the live session. It's going to allow you to follow along with transcripts and slides, and even get real-time reactions and feedbacks from your worldwide or local audience. Now, if you're following along today, my live presentation, if you point your phone at my QR code, won't assist you because this was pre-recorded. But if you open a slide deck at office.com right now, you'll be able to get a QR code that works perfectly. Just hold up your smartphone and open your camera just like you're sitting in an outdoor restaurant. Point the camera toward the screen and tap when you get this QR code. So in other words, you do not need a QR code reader. You can just point your camera at the QR code and it will open this link. Now what's happened? Do you notice it shows me that one has joined? Well, me. But I can now see my entire slide deck. Let me show you. So as I click Show Slides, I'm now into the slideshow that we started with, but now it's on my device as well. Now, how does this help me? Well, on the device, I can now change languages and even show emojis. Look on my screen right now. Do you see that I'm selecting all these cool emojis? Well, let me show you a little bit more. So next, let me show you what's happening on the smartphone side. It's actually picking up a transcript of whatever the person is saying. This will be great for folks who may be hard of hearing or even speak various languages. For example, do you see where I'm circling down at the bottom with my mouse where it says English? I can actually click right there and it will allow me to switch to over 55 different languages. What does that mean? I could convert what I'm saying in English on my device in the audience into various different languages. So let's click right here on languages and change my transcript of my language. So now I can put it in German or French or Spanish or whatever. This way you'll have that transcript of whatever the person is saying. And with a worldwide audience, boy, is this convenient. What else? Noticing I can also zoom in on my device to see that slide a little bit larger. You just put your two fingers on the top of the slide and pull them apart to zoom in. Again, maybe for those who are visually impaired. And I can also get my audience involved with my presentation. I can have them not only zoom in and out and select the language of their choice, I can get some emojis. And on the user's device, there's also a way to give feedback. Directly to the right of the languages, they have these emojis, and when the audience presses them, you can actually see that on your presenter slide, giving you some nice audience interaction here, right? So I really think this is a great way to get that audience to give you great feedback. Hey, also at the top, on your device, you can go back to earlier slides on your own. So if you miss something along the way, this presenter live gives great feedback. And even when you go to close it, you can click down here. And what you're able to do is at any given time, you can end your session. What that'll do is provide everyone on their devices a session expiration that allows them to rate the session and give constructive feedback or positive feedback as you go. So check out under slideshow this present live and get your next PowerPoint interactive with your audience. I also want you to understand some name changes happening in Microsoft. We used to call Microsoft Office Office 365, but you will now notice that it's now called Microsoft 365 if you have the most recent version. Why? Office is now a subset of Microsoft 365. And a good way to show that is through this image. On April 22nd of last year, we were all so busy with COVID and switching over, you may have not noticed this change. I want you to notice the blue cloud in the background is indicative of the new larger product. Microsoft 365 actually has 3 parts. It includes Office 365 with artificial intelligence. It also includes Windows 10 if you're on a PC. And the third part is enterprise mobility and security. Think of it as a bundle. And if you're curious which version you have, just open your Microsoft Word or any of your products and then click on a document, go to File at the top, come on down to Account, and right here where I'm circling, it says I have a subscription product, Microsoft 365 Apps for Enterprise. That's the newest version. And if you have an older version, it'll probably say something along with Office 365, Office 2016 or 2019. Now, also in all of this, we're getting a new version of Office soon, although those who use Microsoft 365 will just get the updates. But if you're not a subscription product holder, which most businesses are, let's say you're a small mom and pop shop, you might just decide to go through the next version, which comes out later this fall. It'll become Microsoft or Office 2022. But Microsoft 365 will still be the better product because it'll have all the AI features. The new Office updates coming out later this year will include something called the adaptive ribbon. Think of it as a thinner ribbon that is responsive to whatever you're doing at the moment. So you won't have so many tools to dig through. Easier to use. But let's talk more about that enterprise mobility that's part of Microsoft 365. This is more on the personal side as well. You may want to download the free Microsoft Family Safety app. It's free, there's no cost. So what is this? It's an app that you can download on your smartphone that can kind of assist you with things that matter most to you to protect your safety and your family through digital ways. Well, let me show you. So let's say you have a family of nieces and nephews or children or grandchildren. You could actually locate your loved ones using their device wherever they happen to be live. It could show you where they were, their safe places, and location alerts if they're not allowed to be there. It can also show you driving safety, detailed maps, even how fast they've been driving. So why would someone want this? Well, we want a way to keep our families all put together. Let's listen. So now let's say these are the members of your family. Using this free app, you can see where everyone is located, and you can also see what they're allowed to do. Maybe the children by age aren't allowed to have so much app time after bedtime that their devices turn off. And we can also, besides screen time limits, make sure they're using the apps that they're allowed to use and age appropriate. We're even seeing where our family is located and how fast they're moving along, so we can see that everyone is in the right space. Amazing, right? And I hope your year will be magical. And let me share with you how to make that happen. As Arthur C. Clarke stated, any sufficiently advanced technology is indistinguishable from magic. And by learning technology all year long, I want you to kind of put that first foot forward into your year of magic. We're seeing lots of magic come out within Office. There's even a new feature in Excel called Money in Excel. This, for starters, is for your personal finances, but it's going to be expanded into more accounting for companies and corporations. So what can it do? I want you to imagine that you really want to keep track of all of your accounts, not only your checking, but your credit cards, everything around you, your finances for retirement. You can now open Money in Excel, and you can connect to any of your financial organizations. It's encrypted and safe to do so. And this way you can get that bigger picture of your monthly snapshot, looking at where you're spending your money, how is your retirement growing, and your net worth and reoccurring expenses as you go. So it might be something that you're interested in. Where can you find it? Let me go live into Excel real quick and show you where it is. I'm opening up Excel, and now if you go under File and New, you can search for Money in Excel right here. You can connect to your bank accounts to see that snapshot of your finances, transactions, and all those categories. So take a look. And 2021 is not just about Microsoft 365. There's hardware coming along as well. Do you want to see what's next? Maybe it'll be your next computer. Let's see Microsoft's next act. Wow. So what is it called? The Microsoft Surface Neo. The Surface Neo should hit the market in the next couple months, hopefully by March, and I think will retail over $1,000 US. But I do love the dual screen, and it even comes with a mobile device called the Surface Duo that is made by Android and Microsoft. They're actually working together. Never a dull moment. Now, I want to thank you for joining me over this last bit of time. And just so you know a little bit more information about me, if you ever want to hold an event, whether virtually or face-to-face in 2021, I would love to be a part of it. So contact me through my website, Professor Corinne, CORINNE.com, and I would love to start the discussion on any type of technologies. And I love showing you the future. So in closing today, I want to take a look at this year that we just went through. I have to tell you, it was tough. For most of us, employment was sometimes lost. For some of us, employment was challenging. The social piece of it, navigating through working from home and office, trying to have all the right PPE. But let's hope the vaccine and everything is about to change. But just for a moment, let's look back. This has been a tough year, but it's time to move forward. It's time to learn more, do more, and join us in a community of lifting one another up. I honor each of you as heroes for making our companies make it through this time. So I thank you for your time today. Please contact me at hoisingtonc@centralvirginia.edu. Find my website at professorcorinne.com. And definitely follow me on Twitter as SamTechNow. I don't get to come live into you in a conference. So if you get a chance, just email me and say, I enjoyed the admin chat. It starts a conversation between you and I, and this community of admins worldwide is so important. I hope to see you face to face in our future. Take care.